Hello everyone and welcome to today's gaming keyboard review. Today's main actor will be Marvo Scorpion mechanical RGB gaming keyboard, which is basically version KG934. Now, as you all already know, I really love the TKL versions of the keyboards. So basically today we have a TKL version right here. And we're going to go into details, switches, RGB of course, keycaps and all the other stuff, including the click sound. Let's start with the intro. ASRock Z490 Steel Legend is a 10th generation Intel Core based motherboard which is placed in the lower tier of Z490 price range. 11-phase DRMOS power design, supports DDR4 memory up to 4266 MHz, Dragon 2.5 gigabit LAN, 2 M.2 Armor passive coolers, and of course the outstanding ASRock Polychron Sync. For more details, check the link in the description. So as I said, today's main topic is Marvo Scorpion KG934 TKL mechanical RGB gaming keyboard, which right out of the, well, just looking at the box, looks really interesting with the side RGB, as you can see right here on the box. Now, talking about the main features that they like to put out, we have the mechanical switches, which are blue, so they have the blue mechanical switches with tactile and clicky feedback for absolute domination in your favorite game. We'll check that part later on. Seamless gaming, full anti-ghosting with N-key rollover support guarantees the best commands regarding no matter the number of keys pressed. We have loads of other features, but we'll skip that part and check out the keyboard as it is right now. It has here Pro Gaming and I need a scalpel. So let's check out the keyboards. Okay, first of all you get this some sort of a paper born for gaming sponge to protect the top side of the keyboard, and we have the keyboard, which also you get a keycap remover, so this is really cool if you decide to change the keycaps. Braided cable, and that's it. Okay, we'll leave that part later on. You get the installation manual, even though plug in your USB, and that's all there is to it. Now, for the keyboard, it looks really nice. I can't deny that, and very interesting. It's a TKL version, of course, of the keyboard, as I mentioned at the start, but it has a completely different layout, and this is for those who basically like the full-size keyboard just because they need the numerical pad. This keyboard, as you can see from the close-up, has above the arrow keys has the complete numerical pad. All the numbers are right here. With the function key you can access the delete, insert, and all the other stuff that are regularly on TKL version. But basically this is someone who wants a smaller keyboard but still can't go without the numerical pad. Now this is really cool. I have to admit, this is really cool, and this is the first time I'm actually seeing this. Now let's start from the back. You have 4 rubber pads, and you have 2 rubber 2 feet, which when you place them up, it has some sort of a continuance of the rubber feet, so you still have 4 of them. KG934 and Marvel Touch Wisdom born for gaming. We can see at the sides that it has the RGB part, and when we're talking about the switches, it doesn't have that echo when you press. Even though it's really clicky and it's really tactile, you don't hear the echo from the keyboard. So the pressing the keycaps individually, or if you're going some sort of a streak of pressing keycaps, it doesn't create an echo, which usually if you go for a budget keyboard, especially mechanical keyboard, you do get the feedback that is echoing from the chassis of the keyboard. Now, constantly checking out the keyboard, the top part is, I think it's aluminium or something, because it does leave a bit of a cold touch when you're typing and stuff like that. The keycaps look quite alright. I doubt that they are PBT double shot, but nevertheless, blue switches, which actually have something written on it, and I think they're, let me just check. Yeah, so they are blue Outemu switches, and that's quite alright. I think the blue ones go up to 60 grams of actuation force, and the total key travel is 3.8 millimeters. As you might have already seen, it has the full braided cable, which is always to my liking. I don't like the rubber one, even though some of the rubber cables tend to be more flexible than the braided ones. So it basically all depends on your personal preferences, but I'll leave it at that. And as you can see, it's straightforward, straighten up, so you just have to straighten it by yourself once, and that's all there is to it. It has a bit of a different design on the USB plug, but that's quite alright. So let's plug it in and let's check out the RGB. Here we go, guys. Now the cable is 1.5 meters long, so that is why I have to like show you from this part. Now checking out the lights, the RGB lights on the keycaps, it's quite alright, not too bright. Honestly, let's check if I could put even more brightness. Unfortunately I can't, but it's I would say mid strength when you're checking out the high premium keyboards that have the RGB lights going really crazy and really bright. This is right somewhere in the middle, which is quite alright. I would say it's quite alright. The only thing that is basically even more brighter than the keycaps is the side part that also illuminates. So let's check out the RGB effects. So basically with the FN button you have FN plus F9. You can adjust the RGB lights and how basically you want to see them. You have loads of modes like circle complete from the middle to the end, then you have the RGB spectrum, then you have the RGB wave, and basically loads of modes that you could adjust. A snake going from the bottom to the top and arranging it back, and then we have loads of other stuff. So yeah, guys, I mean, this is really cool. You also have a specially lighten up backspace right here, which also uses as numlock. So if you press the FN button and numlock, you actually get the change of color on it, and then you can use the, I already said something, okay. You can use the numerical pad right here. If you turn it back, it goes to a completely different color, and that is it. Now we have here also their software, which is kind of interesting, and I need to install it first. Screen record everything so you can see. So basically you have 3 different profiles where you could adjust, let's see, the lights, and you even have a macro editor which gives you the macro list and key list to combine, and you can even record everything that you are doing. At the bottom you have of course the restore button, and that is it. When you click the tick near the lights, you have the loads of modes that basically you can adjust through the application without even using the FN button plus the F9 to get some different modes. So you have color loop, respire, fixed on, ripples, shining, reaction, flash away, was this sine wave, raindrops, neon stream, rainbow, loads of, let's see, color logo fixed on, brightness at maximum, and going to place, let's place some orange. So you have two options that gives you the ability to switch different color schemes. First of all, the side RGB is separated from the keyboard, so you can basically have one color here, the other color on the side. If you use the Fn plus F9, you change the modes on the keyboard and on the key switches, so keycaps. And if you use the Fn plus the angled brackets, you can adjust, as you can see, the side RGB. You can turn it on, you can turn it whatever. Basically, you can just switch it with the Fn and angled brackets. The cool thing about the keyboard is actually the numerical pad, which kind of gives chance and choice for people who are used to a full-size keyboard to switch to something smaller but still have the numerical key, even though honestly I haven't seen any kind of keyboards like this. So this is really cool. You also have FM plus Windows logo, which means gaming mode on. So yeah, that's cool. Let's hear the sound of the switches, the Outemu Blue switches. Now testing the Marvo KG934 keyboard, I would say that the switches are really clicky and you really do get a tactile feel, but from all the other switches that I used, taking into consideration the ones that I'm currently using, these were the ones that I didn't have to get used to very long. The 60 grams of actuation force is basically not that noticeable, since the full key distance, travel distance, is 3.8 millimeters, which is quite alright. And in those 3.8 millimeters, it kind of gets lost, so you don't feel any difference when we're talking about the actual actuation force. Now, the click sound is very noticeable, but if you like the click sound, you'll definitely enjoy this keyboard. You might wake someone up at night, but if you love it, why not? I mean, it's up to you to decide what kind of switches in your keyboard you want to have, of course. Talking about some other stuff, the design is great. I really love the top aluminum and everything I already mentioned, especially the numerical side pad that kind of shortens the standard keyboard. Also, I'll put the links below for the Marvo KG934 keyboard, the TKL RGB mechanical gaming keyboard. Also, you can find their new online store, which for your first purchase you'll get 10% off, and until 22nd of October you'll even get a free mousepad. So that's really cool from Marvo to actually get a deal done like this. So basically you buy this keyboard, you get 10% off, plus you get a mousepad. Isn't that cool? Links are below for the Marvo KG934. You get a keycap remover as well, and you can check out the details, the price, and I might have missed something. You can check the details below, specifications and everything that you need to know before your purchase. So basically guys, if you like the video, click the thumbs up button, don't forget to subscribe for future content, leave a comment of course if you liked, and what did you like the most about this keyboard, and I'll see you in another one. Thanks, bye bye.